Hello everybody, I hope you're having a great day. This video will cover all foundational concepts. In this slide, we will talk about open high, low close, and open low, high close. In the rest of the video, we will also cover topics like swing point and candle closures. So let's get right into it. On the example to the left, we have this chart. O stands for the opening price of the candle, right? So you see that candle here opens up, it trades higher, then puts in that low and then has its close, right? So this is the example of a open high low close, which is a bearish candle. Here on the bottom we have a bullish example, a open low high close. See the candle opens up, trades lower, puts in that high and then has its close. Here we have an actual candle example. See price opens, trades lower, puts in that wick, trades higher, puts in that high and then has a high close. Here we have a bearish example. You see price opens, trades higher and puts in that wick, and then puts in that low and then has a low close, right? In this slide, we will be talking about swing points. Now, a swing point is a high or a low of between three candles where the candle to its left and to its right respects the high or the low of this second candle, right? So see, this candle right here is a bearish swing point because it is the high to the candle of its left and the high to the candle of its right. Here, this is a bullish swing point because this candle is the low of the candle to its left and to the candle of its right. Now, with this same logic, you're going to use and look at candle closures, right? So here we have a bearish reversal closure. As you see, we have these candles labeled as C1, C2, C3, a topic you might be very familiar with, but C standing for candles and the numbers just to number what candle they are, right? So as you see, C1 right here puts in this wick, C2 comes and actually trades above this wick, manipulates it, right, and forms this swing point, but then it also fails to close above this wick, so it prints that bearish reversal closure, right? So when you see this closure, you could then expect candle 3 to continue and expand away. Here we have the same example on a bullish chart. You see C1 puts in this low, C2 comes and then manipulates this low, but again fails to close below it and puts in that bullish reversal closure, and then you could expect C3 to then again expand. In this slide, we will be covering C2 reversal into expansion. As you see, it's very similar to this last slide, as C2 trades above C1 and then fails to close above it. But in this example, you don't really want to get positioned inside this candle 2, right? Because look how large this wick is, right? And look how large this wick is. Now, look at this candle 2. It comes and manipulates this candle 1 and prints this small wick, which supports expansion, right? So small wicks support expansion, large wicks do not. So then this candle, this C2 actually gives you an opportunity to get on side and trade this C2 reversal into expansion, right? And then you could see C3 follows. You see the same thing here. You have C1 prints that small wick, and then C2 prints that small wick as well, but still manipulates that C1 low and then expands away. So you see this C2 manipulates, reverses, and then expansion. Here we will be talking about bearish reversal closures in the form of C3. So kind of a C3 reversal. You see C1 and C2 here. C2 actually closes above C1 and does not manipulate lower. But then C3 opens up and actually fails to manipulate C2's wick, but then closes below C2's wick, right? So then you could expect, now it put in that reversal signature. You kind of just have to wait for this higher time frame candle to close. But then now you could expect that this candle 4 will then trade lower towards that draw on liquidity and then positioning yourself within this wick. Here we have the same thing, but a bullish reversal closure. See C2 fails to manipulate and reverse. So then C3 actually comes, fails to manipulate this C2 low, but actually closes above this C2 wick, showing that price wants to reverse. So then you could expect this C4 candle to then continue to expand and trade towards that draw on liquidity.